Hello, hello, hello. What's up, everybody? Can everybody just let me know if you can hear me good? Oh, 09, thank you. How is everybody doing on this fine Sunday? Theo, I see you there. What's up, brother? Esther, I see you as well. Hilda, hello. A lot of the usual faces. I love it. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Holy crap. Esther, hi. Mona, hello. Andy, Elena. Uganda. That's a new one. What's up? All the way from Uganda. Alona, I love it. All good. Sunday was chilling, guys. Oh, not so much chilling for me. I had I did physiotherapy by myself, and then I had physiotherapy with the physiotherapist. Trained, did all my steps for the day. 10,000, got just over 11,000 at the moment. Did a bit of work. Mom's here, so still entertaining my mom with the kids. Lizzo, oh, I love it. I love that Josh took you. I hope he kicked your ass. Theo, managing a heartbreak can suck, man. Yeah, that is tough. How are you dealing with it? What's going on? Let me just put a clear... Maybe this will help. Hang on. Oh, hell, that looks even worse. What the hell is going on with my face? That looks terrible. That is... let's see here. Let's do... perfect. I just want to... There we go. Still not good? Why does it look like I've got some kind of filter on and I cannot figure out what it is? I got you. There we go. Fucking hey, that was terrible. Ireland. Elizabeth, I see you. What's up? Margot. Difficult transition. What's going on? What transition are you going through? I'm not sure what your name is, bro, but you're saying R. Albayhan? Thank you a lot for what you've done. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Oily Bee Queen. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love to hear it. Work on that happiness. Find yourself. Work on yourself. Screw everybody that doesn't add value to your story. Martina, I see you there. Hildur, what do you do if you're missing something in life? Find out what you're missing, Renata, I see you there. Hello. Aseas, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. That is what I'm here for. Yeah, Theo, the filter was not... this is without the filter. I had a filter on for some reason, and that just looked absolutely horrible. Yeah, Martin, I saw that filter was horrendous. Hilder, what are you missing? So, we're not playing that game. Come on. That's someone else's playing field, not mine. Hello from Berlin. Renata, I see you. Elizabeth, you got triggered. Triggered by what or who? Is it Janet? Is it Janita? Not sure. From RSA? Where in RSA are you? Margot, I see. Yeah. The move can be difficult once we change, relationships. But as long as you're making a good move for yourself, for your peace, for your happiness, it'll pay off in the long run. Is that Pauline? Pauline Tracy? I assume you mean how can you identify your purpose? First, we have to identify why you are seeking purpose. What in your life is lacking? What in your life do you feel is missing? And if we can figure out, what you think you're missing and why you feel you're missing it, then we can start finding what to add in. But that's the fundamental question to begin with. Why do we seek purpose? Why do we feel lost? Why do we feel like we're missing something? Yeah, Pauline, I got it. Answered. Elsa, how are we doing on this fine evening? Hello from Germany. Saru, hello. Asayas, disillusion is on Tuesday. Beauty, I don't know what the hell the rest of your handle is, but your question is, how do you deal with someone that tells you it doesn't like you, but it doesn't give you an answer why? Why do you need an answer why? If he doesn't like you, he doesn't like you. Don't you want people in your life that like you for who you are? You don't need an explanation. You just need to tell them thank you for being honest and have a nice day. That's it. Move on. Find people who actually like you. We're not here trying to convince people why they should or why they shouldn't like us. Fuck them. They can't accept us the way that we are, or they don't have the communication skills to actually tell us what's wrong and communicate openly. You don't want them in your life anyway. Hilder, you need therapy, my dear. We have talked about this. You have a lot of issues that you need to work through and deal with, and that's not a bad thing. But unless you actually start dealing with them and going through that with someone who actually understands what it is that you're going through, you're always going to feel the way that you're feeling. You're always going to be empty and struggling, and that's just the reality. Lenore, I see you over there. Hello, how are you doing this evening? Elsa, Belito, how are we doing today? Janet, East London. Eastern Cape. How's East London? How's the Eastern Cape doing? I don't know if you heard that, Janet, but how is the Eastern Cape doing? Got Not sure why my connection is playing up. It shouldn't be. Everything is good. Here's a question. Oh, wow. Guys, these handles. And when I say handles, for those who don't understand, a handle is the name that you use on Instagram. I have no idea what this is. Izu Siaf? No idea what that means or what it is. Your question is how we can rebuild trust. Trust is very tricky. It depends on how your trust was broken in the first place. And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself whether or not you will ever allow yourself to feel safe with this person again. For whatever reason they broke your trust, will you ever be able to allow yourself to trust them again, to feel safe with them again? And I guess that speaks to their nature, their personality. Is this something that you think they're going to do again? If they cheated, most likely they are, because unfortunately 9 times out of 10 people do that again. So that's the question you should ask yourself first. And once you have decided that you will be able to feel safe with them again, then we end the old relationship completely and we rebuild a new relationship from that point on with a completely clean slate, forgetting about the past, making complete peace with it, and just moving forward. Saru, how to forget someone easily without paining you? You were in a relationship for 3 years and that person had multiple flirts with others. Recently you found out. Okay. Pretty simple. And I've made videos about this before. First of all, you have to get angry. See everything that they did. Hold on to the anger. The anger is going to help you through the first bit. And the first bit is going to be very painful and very difficult because you have to make complete, you have to get complete, what is the word I'm looking for? Distance from this person, okay? There should be no contact whatsoever. No contact at all in any way, shape, or form. Cut them out completely. It is the quickest way that you're going to move on. Use the anger to drive you forward, to remember what they did. It's not going to be easy. There's no way that it's going to be simple and not painful. If you love someone, if you care about someone, it's going to be painful. And sometimes that lasts for a very long time, but you will be able to move on and find better as long as you understand your own worth and you hold on to the things that they did wrong. Lekak Shabab. Shahab. How do you stay disciplined? You stay disciplined when you finally realize and accept that everything that you need to do is most likely going to feel like something you don't want to do. And then doing those things regardless. If you can consistently do things that you don't want to do, eventually you're going to feel completely fine with doing them. But you have to begin by doing them over and over again, even without feeling like you want to do them. That's how you build discipline. Doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. It doesn't matter what's going on in my life. This thing I need to do, and I'm going to do it regardless. That's discipline. Most people do things because of the way they feel. I'm not going to work out today because I slept a little bit late last night and I don't have the energy, or I didn't eat enough, or I have a lot of stress from work, so I'm not going to go to the gym. You just have to do it. Regardless of how you feel. Even if you go and you have a shitty workout, you still need to go. Period. That's how you build discipline. Do the things that you don't want to do. Lenore, I don't want to hurt you. It means they're going to hurt you. I don't want to hurt you can genuinely mean that I don't want to hurt you. Depending on the context here. I understand the context that you're writing it in. And in this context, walk away, let it go. Because yes, they don't want to hurt you, but they know that you're going to get hurt regardless. because they don't want to give you whatever it is that you want in the way that you want it, whatever. So just find yourself someone who's going to give you what you need. Simple as that. In the other sense, if someone is telling you, my intention is not to hurt you, I don't want to hurt you, so if I say something that might hurt you, please tell me so that I can understand that you're hurt, and so that I can make myself clear, and so that we can, so that I can say it in a way that's not going to hurt you, because that's not my intent. Because sometimes, we don't see eye to eye on things, and we communicate differently. So I might tell you, hey fucker, can you give me that? And I'm just talking, but you might find offense, right? So if you don't tell me that you're hurt, and I don't know that you're hurt, now you're angry at me, and there's resentment there, but I don't know it because I was just talking. So there has to be good communication. So if I tell you, listen, if I said something that hurt you, or if I say something that hurt you, please let me know so that we can fix it. That's one thing, but that's not the context that you're talking about, I'm sure. And in this context, again, please just let it go. They're doing you a favor, essentially, by telling you that, right? I am not satisfied, Pauline. I'm not satisfied with who I am today. It feels like I am not using my full potential. That is very fair. In what sense are you not using your potential? Do you think that you are not learning enough? Do you think that you are not doing enough? Do you think that you are not providing enough value to the world? Do you feel like you lack as a partner, as a mother, as a friend, as a whatever? What parts of your life do you feel like are lacking? Let's start there. Elizabeth, I had to deal with my ex-narcissist husband via email, dealing with business dealings. I'll give a short response and be done, but I had to go through paperwork, etc. for corporate taxes. Okay, Elizabeth, so what about that triggered you? Beauty, give me a second here. I need to run back the question that you asked initially. Here we are. Okay, Beauty. I hear you. He stays in your life as part of the family of your partner. That's okay. He stays in your life as part of the family, but do you need to entertain this person? Your partner, I assume, already chose you, right? So why do you need to entertain the family? If someone doesn't like you, they don't like you. Is it everybody that doesn't like you? Is there a reason that you have to get this person to like you because of your partner or something? If someone doesn't like you, they don't like you. Who gives a shit? You don't have to pay attention to them. You don't have to make them like you. But if there's a reason, like maybe this is your partner's father, and if he doesn't like you, then maybe your partner's gonna, let you go or whatever. Now maybe we have something to talk about. But if it's just someone who doesn't like you, don't pay them any attention. Where are we? Shahab, 11. Thank you for being here, bro. Or, I'm not sure what you're thanking me for, but I see you and I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, Janetta, oh, for fuck's sake, again with this stupid filters? Yeah. Too much politics like the rest of South Africa. Shitty politics also. From Turkey. What's up? Isabella, that makes more sense. Come on now. You couldn't put that in your handle. You couldn't just say Isabella and your surname or some shit. You came up with that? Come on. Isabella, can you give me a little bit more context? What happened here? How did he break your trust? What's going on? Elizabeth. Okay. What about the interaction pissed you off? What about it pissed you off? Let me remember that. Carmen, hello from Cali. How are you? Isabella, give me that context. Give me that context. Let me know what's going on. Elizabeth, I hate that it triggered me, and pissed it's taking me longer than what I want to get out of this fucked up place. Okay, Elizabeth. Not entirely sure what happened besides the emails. Understand that it is not just a mood that you are feeling. You're experiencing your nervous system having an aftershock. Your nervous system got a taste of what it's been through for a long time, which it knows is traumatic, and now you're shaken by that. Imagine for a second that you are in a very bad car wreck, okay? And it takes you a long time to recover from that car wreck. And then months after, everything is going better and you're fine, you're driving again, etc., etc., etc. And suddenly someone just cuts in front of you and you have a very, very minor fender bender. All of that fear comes back, right? Your body is immediately shaken, not by this small fender bender that you had, but it remembers the trauma that you felt in the big accident. That is what you're going through. Cut yourself some slack. Take a fucking breather. It'll pass. Just focus on yourself. Bong, trying to let her go, but you're struggling. Why are you struggling to let her go? Let's start there. What makes her so fucking amazing that you can't let her go? Why is this person the ultimate person and you can't find another one that's like or better than her? What makes her so amazing? Carmen, how are things going? Hope everything is going awesome. How are the boys and mom? Mom is flying back home in 3 days. So she's a bit bummed out. The boys are doing fantastic, getting more energy, apparently, by the fucking day. So I have my hands full. We all have our hands full. But they're good. They're healthy, and that's what matters. They're happy, and everything is good. How are things going with me? Very, very busy. You've seen the updates from my side. I've just recorded a video about it. I'm getting exceedingly busy. I don't have time for anything. It's taking time away from myself, which I can no longer afford. It's taking time away from my boys, which I also can no longer afford. So lots of changes coming in May, for my sessions, for my counseling, for everything. Stay tuned. Janetta separated and going forward with divorce, trying to do this with so much kindness, but he thinks I want him back. How do I navigate this? Why are you trying to be kind? Are you trying to be kind because that's your nature? And if it's your nature, has this always, I'm sure that it has many times, put you in a bad place? If you're too nice, too good, people tend to use you, people tend to assume certain things, and eventually you get taken advantage of, etc. If you are being kind to him and he's assuming that you want him back, then he is getting the wrong signal. There's a difference between being kind and being direct. No one's saying that you need to be an asshole, but you have to be a little bit more to the point with him. RD, Shahab, I got you. Fair enough. RD it is. I will do my best to remember. Where are we? Saru, I think I've already answered your question. First of all, there has to be no contact. Cut off all contact with this person. Email, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is, everything needs to go. Phone calls, messages, everything needs to go. And also, get angry. Get angry at what they did, what they put you through. Use that anger to push you through the pain. Eventually, the pain will subside and you'll be able to find happiness somewhere else and within yourself. But you have to just, use that anger in the beginning. Lenore, what are the 3 things most important while you want to rebuild self-esteem? Wow, that's actually a fantastic question. I wouldn't say there are 3 specific things. When you're trying to rebuild your self-esteem, first we need to identify why your self-esteem was broken to begin with. Why did you allow that to happen? We need to establish what it is that you actually think your value is, and why do you think that that's your value. If you unconsciously believe that you're not worthy, you're not good enough, all of that shit, where does that come from? And if you do believe that you're worthy and you are good enough, why did you allow someone else to break you down? I think that's a very good starting point. And once you know your worth, and once you know what you should be grateful for, and once you know that you are, who you are exactly, we need to practice mindfulness about that. So we need to write those things down, read it, make sure that it gets to the forefront of our mind, not just subconsciously. It's not just in the back there. And I made this example quite a few times with clients so far. I'm not sure if I made a reel about it, but think about it this way. You go on a date and someone asks you, what do you bring to the table? Who are you? Now you're stuttering because you don't really know where to start and you don't really know what to say, right? Now imagine you're a fantastic salesman, great salesman. You can sell pretty much fucking anything, right? But now you move jobs or whatever it is, and you need to sell a new product that you know absolutely nothing about. You're not going to be as effective with that product as you normally are because you just don't know what you're selling. You don't know the ins and outs of the product. So how can you sell it effectively? And the same thing it's the same thing with yourself. If you don't know the specifications, the value of the product, you don't know how to feel good about that and sell that to others. You don't know how to internalize that and feel good about yourself because you don't know at the forefront of your mind what makes me fucking awesome, what makes me incredible. Those are things that you need to find out and you need to focus on. It's your partner's son. How old is the son, beauty? How old is the son? That changes everything, sweetheart. I mean, just lead with that next time, okay? Lead with that. He's part of my partner's family. Come on, it's his son. That's a big deal. Mia, is it Mia? Mia Artino 11. I've been having a hard time with confidence. I have 2 very rare autoimmune diseases and people don't understand what I go through. How do I soul search again? Exactly what I answered to Noah right now. Find your worth. Understand who you are, what you bring to the table, what makes you amazing, what makes you great. Be mindful of those things. Write it down. Read it to yourself. Practice it so that you know what it is, so that you know what you bring to the table. Then when someone else comes in and they don't understand you, you can say, listen, this is my value. This is what makes me amazing. Yeah, sure, I have these autoimmune things going on, but I'm dealing with that. That's my problem. It's not your problem. Obviously, I want someone that's supportive, but I deal with my own shit. But this is why I'm amazing. This is why I am who I am and why I'll be beneficial to you or to anybody else, whether that's professionally, whether that's romantically, doesn't matter. I hope that makes sense. From my own healing, Lizzo, great question, sweetheart. You're growing a lot. I'm proud of you. From my own healing journey, what can you share that maybe we are not covering in our questions? Okay, here's something that I've been thinking about pretty much the entire week. Okay, last week, because we're on Sunday, so yeah. I had a client see me sometime in the middle of next week, and she'd been struggling a lot and dealing with a lot of things. It was the first session, and all of her problems stemmed from one single thing, and she was completely unable to see it. And it's such a massively fundamental part of being happy. Being in control of your own fucking life. If you have to be reliant on other people for your livelihood, you cannot find peace. You cannot find happiness. Unless you're in a massively secure, loving, and healthy relationship, and it's a two-way partnership where you bring something to the table that they need and they bring something to the table that you need, okay. But once you get into relationships because you need someone because you can't pay the rent or the mortgage by yourself, because you can't cope with life by yourself emotionally, you need a partner because your family sucks and you're trying to get away from them, or you need your family but they suck and you hate them and they're narcissistic or what, they have issues, whatever, there's abuse there, whatever the case may be, but you need them because financially perhaps you can't stand on your own 2 feet and take care of yourself. As soon as you place your livelihood in the hands of someone else, you cannot find happiness. You have to be responsible for yourself, period. You have to make sure that whatever the fuck it is that you do, you can take care of yourself so that you can make your own decisions. If you're in a relationship and you're like, it's abusive, I can't stay here, everything sucks, but I cannot leave because I can't pay the rent by myself. I don't know where I'm going to live if I leave. I have no place to go. You're fucked. And your life is just going to deteriorate from there. Because everything around you becomes stressful. Everything around you becomes a trigger. Your life becomes something that you resent, a place that you want to escape. That's not something that you can allow. So if there's anything that you guys take away from this, if you truly want to be happy, make sure that you're in control of your own life, that you can genuinely take care of yourself. Anything other than that it's fucking gambling. And it just puts you in a very, very, very vulnerable state. Isabella, still waiting for the context. Here we go. Married with one kid. Really happy, but you drifted apart somehow. So there was no cheating involved, Isabella. I just want to get that clear. No cheating, no nonsense involved. Why is the trust not there? Saru, I feel like everything stopped around me after having a painful breakup. How do I re-energize myself? Very, very simple. I've got a very, very good answer for this question. Think about how you would be if you were completely over this person. If they didn't matter to you anymore and you didn't feel this breakup, what would your life be like? What would you do? What would you see? What things would you be doing? And just do that. Do that. And slowly as you do that, again, in the beginning it's going to be, shitty and you're not going to enjoy it as much, but the more you do it, the easier it will become and the quicker you will get over whatever it is that you had with this person. Samia, Sporty Pants, Gustavo, lots of new names, guys. What's up? Say hello. It's nice to see you here. Fantastic. Isabella, your marriage has been horrible for 2 years. Went for a long vacation to Poland. Your dad got sick. You got some shitty friends. There we go. There's the golden goose. And he told you about it. Okay, Isabella. Isabella. Listen to me. It's been a long time. You've been married for a long time. You've been married for... You didn't say. Okay. But you've drifted apart and he cheated. Fair. He told you. Fair. 9 times out of 10, a cheater is going to cheat again. That's just the way that it is. However, there is the 1% that someone really fucks up. They make a shitty mistake and they're willing and really able to fix it, to work on it. You said something very important there. You said that you drifted apart. You drifted apart because you were not focused on each other. Most likely you were focused on your child, life, work, whatever, but you were not focused on each other. And you weren't focused on each other because you were not managing your relationship the right way. The partnership always has to come first. Everything outside of the partnership has to come second, period. That is how we remain committed. That is how we remain close to each other. So how you go about this, what I teach in my couples counseling is, first thing you do is you set up a monthly meeting. In the monthly meeting, we sit down, we talk about everything that's going on personally with ourselves, with work, etc. for the month, and we make a schedule. These are things that are important to you. These are the dates that you're not available or that you have to do something or whatever. Every week, we're going to set up a date night. Someone's going to be watching the kid, and we're going to have quality time together without interruptions. We have to keep staying connected. Sex life has to increase. Even if it's shitty at the beginning, you have to be better at it. You have to make sure that that connectivity becomes a thing again and you become passionate about each other. And the more regularly you have sex, the more quicker that will happen. Now, let's talk about the trust. The trust is going to happen over time, but if you really want to give it a go, you have to genuinely give him a chance. And you do that by, and this is going to be very difficult to accept, but you forget that it happened. You just put it aside, clean slate. We build a new relationship moving forward. If a building breaks down, we cannot use the broken glass and metal and concrete from this building to build a new building, right? You get a team, they come and clean up all the rubble, and you build a new building with new materials. And that is exactly how you build a relationship. The old relationship that you had is gone, it's dead. You have to do better together. You have to remain close together, and that requires teamwork. Set up your monthly meeting. In the monthly meeting, you discuss everything. You discuss your budget for the month, who's paying for what, who's looking after what, who's doing what, everything, and plan your time together. That way we remain committed, because in the next meeting we can sit and say, it was your responsibility to do X, Y, and Z. You only did X and Y. What about Z? Why are you not paying attention to it? What's going on with that? And if then we have issues, we can sort it out a lot more, hands-on. But that old relationship has to die, dear. Have you considered counseling? Have you considered maybe making an appointment with me so we can all talk together and see what's going on? Mia, I feel as I can't get into a relationship with my medical issues because I don't want someone to deal with what I go through. You are being selfish. Mia, you're being selfish. And I'm sorry to tell you that, but that's exactly what you're being. And I'll explain what I mean. You are already taking the choice away from someone else to put up with that before you even ask them. Is that fair? I don't think so. There is someone out there that most likely would love to be with you in a relationship, regardless of those issues, and they will be more than willing to be supportive. But you're not giving them the chance. You're not giving them the option. Why can't you try? What do you have to lose? Either you're lonely, either you're single, or you try. As simple as that. And of course we have to try the right way, right? We have to get in the CVs, vet our potential partners before we get emotionally involved. Sure, to make sure that we actually have someone that is going to support and be there and knows what they're signing up for. Sure. But don't be disqualifying people before you even met them, just because you have some made up belief in your mind that's completely irrelevant. You're putting yourself in a box, and that's just a fucking shame. Let's see here. Alona. He just left you now because he told me I'm uneducated and immature. Are you uneducated? Are you immature? Is any part of what he says, Alona, do you think there's truth to that? Isabella, I'm sorry, what do you mean? You're saying that he's coming back to you every time that he's out. Out where? Is he still going out? Because that shouldn't be a thing. Rinky! My God, how are you? What's going on with you? See all your photos that you're uploading. I love the photography. Isabella, 2 kids. What, you forgot about one? Shame on you. One Queen Joe. Let's see here what One Queen Joe wants. Let's see. I had an experience of being locked up for 3 days abroad, which was quite traumatic. I'm in a new relationship. How do I get over that? I have a lovely life, but there is an unsettling feeling. Just back up right here, right? You were locked up for 3 days. Locked up how? Locked up by the police or locked up by a partner? Because I'm just trying to understand how being locked up by, if it was the police, being locked up by the police is affecting your current relationship where you are. Because now you're no longer abroad. I guess you are home, and now you're in a relationship and you're feeling unsettling. What am I missing here? Where are we? Super mom of 6. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. I have 2 monkeys and they are so much energy. Elizabeth, I found a paper during my research that he stated that it was more convenient and cheaper to stay married to me. I hate that I get triggered by this shit. Still, he is so not worth my time. Again, Elizabeth, remember that it's not just your emotions, it's also your nervous system, and that usually takes some time to just work through. But things like this, finding a paper where he says things like this, why are you surprised? I mean, you're dealing with a narcissist, right? I mean, there's just everything goes. You're lucky that's all he said. That's the reality. So if you're still thinking that, you know, some part of him was good, or you're still surprised by crazy shit, then that's on you. That is on you. Artie, good night. Have a good one. Sleep tight. Take care of yourself. One Queen Joe, lots of hearts. Please do get back to me about what exactly happened. Oh, there we go. One Queen Joe, again, I'm still not sure what exactly it is that you need to share. You got locked up abroad for 3 days. Why? How? For what? Why is it relevant to your new partner? And why are you waiting to share it? Monique, Nikki, DJ Clifton, what's up, guys? I appreciate you, DJ Clifton, that I'm your inspiration. I hope I'm part of your inspiration and not everything, because there are certainly many people here to draw inspiration from. Michelle, I am very happy that you found him, and yeah, he opens a lot of doors. I'm really happy you got through that. Dealing with these narcs are terrible. Janetta, it is my nature, unfortunately. I've been a bad person, I'm an empath, and I just want everyone to be happy. Yeah, you want everybody to be happy at your own expense, and that's not acceptable. You are acting like the child you once were. But you're an adult, you have far more wisdom, far more knowledge, and you have to start acting as the adult, not as the child. Find out why you are such a people pleaser. Find out why you're an empath, and then start working on building new habits to change that. No one is saying you need to become an asshole, but if you're being a people pleaser to the extent that you are, being a detriment to yourself just because you're trying to be nice to everyone else, that's a fucking problem. Carol, I see you. Hello. Margaret Pierce, hello. JF. Hey bro, I have no table at home. No idea what you're on about, bro. Lenore, I love the English. I love the English, it's great. You're saying something there that's very important. You're saying that he is confusing you. Real love is not confusing. Real love is peaceful. That's all you need to know about that. If you're confused by someone and they cannot give you clarity and they can't give you peace, it's not for you. Pure, plain, simple, walk the fuck away. Find peace. Simple as that. Yeah, Janetta, Sorrow makes a good point here. If you feel like you have to be good to people, nice to people all the time, they feel like you are worthless. It's not that they feel that you're worthless. People instinctively understand that when you chase, when you people please, especially when they're being an asshole, when they're being, when they're doing things that are not good, they can see that you're putting them above yourself. So they automatically lose respect for you. And yeah, that's a problem. Just Leanne, Alyssa, Patricia. Is that Wallace? Tanya, Shane. What's up, guys? I got about 8 minutes left here on the live. Janera, you have to take responsibility for your own life. You cannot be. Yeah, if you have a place to go and you can get out, just fucking go. Nora, hello from Brussels. Hello to you. Guys, I'm almost at the end of the live. Hello from Boca. Is that Dawn? Hello. Diva, hi. Oily, I appreciate you. Stefan from Serbia. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that. Isabella, 14 years together. 14 years married, 19 years together. Growing apart is such a common thing, but it's because we don't practice staying unified. Terrible. Lizzo, thank you. Do you still get you do still get triggers? And when you do, how do you handle them, or will we completely heal from them? I wouldn't say that you completely heal from them, but you do and can become completely numb to them. For instance, in Elizabeth's scenario here, she read a document where her ex-partner said something that triggered her. Eventually, you get to a point where anything regarding this person doesn't trigger you anymore, because you just don't give a shit. Period. You're just done with that. You'll still in the moment like, oh, that's kind of fucked up, whatever it is that you read, but you'll just brush it off and move forward. So the trigger is still there, but you're just so numb to it that you're just not reacting anymore. But that takes time and practice. Kiva, after a month he blocked me and then unblocked me again. Then look at my story status and then chat with me again. And still he said never do anything wrong while he's so... Kiva, cut all contact, block him everywhere so that he cannot see your story, so that he cannot get in touch with you. If he hurt you, there's no point. You're just leaving the door open for more hurt. Just shut the fucking door and move on. Super pishy? What? My price after May 1st. Yes, my price is going to increase quite substantially. Currently my sessions for one session is $110. That is increasing to $200. And the reason being is I will focus more on monthly coaching, right? Or monthly counseling, whatever the fuck it is that you want to call it. It'll be on a month-to-month basis, so I'll have 3-month packages, I'll have 1-month packages, but it will be an ongoing thing. I'll still have the one-off sessions, but it's more rewarding for me to actually change somebody, to really change somebody. If it's just a couple of questions here or there, I will have an additional service for that. I'm going to make a premium section here on Instagram where you can pay a small monthly subscription, and there you can ask me questions and I'll answer them. It'll just be a nice back and forth between us. But I want to focus on people who genuinely want to change their lives and who want to invest in that and really grow and learn and become better. And yeah, that's what is most fulfilling to me, and also what I feel is most beneficial to other people. These are people who are struggling for many years, finding the wrong partners, being unhappy, lacking purpose, struggling in relationships. These are not things that can be settled with one session. It needs to be settled over a few. So the packages, the monthly packages, that would be at a discounted rate. But yeah, everything's going up. Isabella, I'm reading what you said. Thank you. Housework, kids, everything took your time and energy. He was bored. I hope it was tears of joy. But yeah, it's very easy for that to happen. Kids come into play and everything changes, right? As you say, you're caught up with housework, you're caught up with the kids and this and that and everything, but I want you, and everybody can listen to this, if the partnership fails, everything around us fails, right? If I'm not happy with my partner, the kids suffer, the housework suffers, my work suffers, my personal care suffers, everything suffers, because things between me and my partner are not right. And now we stay in this state, we try and fix everything else, but at the end of the day, the partner suffers, and that's causing massive amounts of resentment, discomfort in the relationship, and regardless of how you see it, you feel shit about yourself every day because the environment that you live in is not a happy one. The partnership is unstable, the partnership is not happy. People tend to forget to take care of the partnership. The partnership has to come first. Obviously, we have to come first, right? If I'm not at my best, how can I be the best partner to my partner? Luckily, when we're in a good, healthy partnership, if something happens and I cannot be at my best, my partner can pick up the slack. My partner can pick me up and help me up to go forward. However, it's still my responsibility to get back on top of my game so that I can be the best partner for them, right? But if the partnership fails, if we're not being intimate, if we're not spending the quality time, if we are not, indulging in the things that each other likes, our interests, our hobbies, etc., and we're not staying connected emotionally, everything else will be affected and will fall apart. It's inevitable. We have to practice closeness. It's as simple as that. That is what I teach in my couples therapy. That is what I work on with many couples, and it has saved many, many, many relationships and marriages. Dawn, what is the best way to date in your 60s? Just like the rest of us. Well, not me, but the rest of society, so to speak. Get on the dating apps, find a partner, learn how to date properly. If you haven't done so, buy my book. It's in the link in my bio. Guys, that is it for me. Super mom. No, I'm not amazing. You're fucking amazing. Mom of six? Of six? Come on. What I do is hats off to you. Seriously. That's just insane. Isabella, he doesn't need time out with the guys. He needs time out with you. He cheated. He cannot be allowed out at the moment. That's not building trust. It's not rebuilding. Please, for the love of God, book a session with me before the end of May, or before the beginning of May, before the prices go up if you want. Book a session so we can all chat about this. There's a lot of things that we can fix here to make this actually work. You have 2 kids. Think about them. Think about their lives. It's worth it. Carolina, last question I'll be taking, guys. If I haven't gotten to your questions, please drop me a DM or something so that I can see it, and probably I'll try to get back to it. But I can't promise anything. The DMs get full very quickly. Carolina, how do you stop comparing yourself to other people who are prettier, more educated, etc., and feel enough to start dating? Let's see here. Oh, fuck off with this stupid filter. Come on. Oi. Carolina, how to stop comparing yourself to other people who are prettier, more educated, etc., and getting in the dating game. This is something that I use with a lot of people. It's actually the first step in the recovery process for addiction. It is accepting the things that we cannot change. We have to accept the things that we cannot change. You cannot change the way that you look unless it's weight, and you can lose that weight. You can also change the education level that you're at, but do you want to? And if so, why? Just to please someone else? We don't go into a relationship, telling someone, oh, I like you because you're educated. Do people do that? I highly doubt it, right? You have an emotional connection with someone and the bond goes from there. Fair? So, remember that you are the main character in your story. And as the main character, everybody else in the story, whether you're in contact with them or not, whether strangers or family, they are just side characters. You are what matters. You're the main character. Own that shit. Know what makes you good. Know what makes you amazing. Know what makes you who you are, and embrace that. Everything else that you cannot change, stop fucking overthinking it. Just live your life the way that you are. Be happy and fulfilled in your own way, in a way that makes you happy. Because no one else is going to bed, putting their head on your pillow and living your life for you. You're doing that. And when you go to sleep at night, you have to be at peace with your own life and with yourself. And if you keep comparing yourself to other people, you'll never find peace. So accept yourself for the way you are. It is what it is. You have many qualities, many traits that perhaps a lot of other people don't have. The prettiest woman might not be the loyal one. The prettiest woman might not be good in bed, good in the kitchen, good as a partner. She might be educated, but she might be so driven that she doesn't have any time for her partner. Whatever. You are you. Play to your strengths. Be the best that you can be. That's all that matters. Guys, please, as I said, that is it for me. I'm out. If you have any questions that are urgent, that are pressing, please send me a DM. I see there's a lot of questions still that I'm not getting to here. I apologize. Thank you very much for being here, for sharing your Sunday with me, wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, night. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for being willing to learn and to evolve and to change and to just be better. The world needs more people like you. I appreciate every single one of you. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic fucking week. Kill the week. Drink some water. Eat healthy. Make sure you sleep well. Do some exercise. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you next Sunday, same time, same place. Take care.